Pisces, it's Amanda here with your May 2019 RuneScope. This month, along with our runes, I will be using the Tarot in Wonderland by Barbara Moore and artwork by Eugene Smith. Then, as always, be sure to join me after this reading over on Vimeo, my Vimeo channel, for your spiritual guidance reading for the month. It's part 2 of your May reading. I will be pulling and interpreting one card from the adorable Witchling's Oracle by Paulina Cassidy. So be sure to check that out. As always, watch your rising sign as well. These general readings you're going to find more often than not. That's actually the more accurate because I'm talking to so many people. If you would like a reading all about you, you can always drop me a line and schedule a private consultation. Just email me at the email address here in the video and also below in the description box where the link to the Vimeo channel is. But in general, Pisceans, what are you up to in May? Let's get our runes cast. Pisces, May 2019 for Pisceans. What's going on with my Pisces? May. Now, if you'd like to support the channel, Pisces, feel free to share the channel on your social media platform of choice, especially if you're watching a video and you know a friend is going through this and this is their sign, whatever. Please do share the video so that we can pay it forward, as it were. And, you know, sometimes it's just the right message at just the right time. So definitely feel free to do that. I would totally appreciate it. And hopefully so would they. All right, in general, let's see, in May, what are we doing? Challenge or focus? Well, we've got the Ten of Swords, but it's in reverse. Well, what's coming through here with the runes is the challenge is to let something go, let something be over and done with. It could have been an argument, a disagreement, and that did come up in April for you. If I'm remembering correctly, Pisces. So that, yeah, maybe this is just like, we got to let this go. Right, we're not going to find a solution to this. So you're not going to see it my way. I'm never going to see it your way. So we've just got to agree to disagree and move on. But it is coming up as your challenge. So this is something you know, perhaps you're very passionate about, this opinion. You are... This could be something, though, that's disrupting your sleep. I mean, we do have Haggles here. So, I mean, this is something, it could have been a big argument, a big disagreement, a big sort of event or happening that kind of shook up your world here, Pisces. And the challenge is to move on from it. Because I do feel like a lot of it's external and has to do with someone else or other people. And there's nothing you can do to change it. Others of you, I feel like you really want to move out. You know, if you're living with your parents or you're living with a roommate or, you know, even with a partner and it's a relationship that's no longer working, your challenge and might be, we'll use might just to avoid confusion, hopefully. Like, I really want to move out, but I can't. I can't do it yet. I can't do it right now. But, you know, that could be for some of you. Others of you, it could be like issues with a vehicle, issues with an accident that could have happened ages ago. I mean, it could have happened, you know, or a couple of months ago. And it's still like you're waiting on the insurance payout. You're waiting on like something to be resolved regarding an accident or a ticket or something regarding like, yeah, when you were traveling or in the car. Yeah, there's just a disruptive environment or stuff going on around you. And it could be like, I want to move or I want to change jobs, but I can't right now for whatever reason. And your challenge is either to stick it out until you can and just kind of put up with whatever you have to put up with, Pisces, in May. Maybe you live in a noisy neighborhood, and I can certainly relate to that because I do as well. I mean, it's just loud as hell around here. And I mean, you'll notice when I'm doing these videos, sometimes there's shooting from the police academy back here. You know, I've got loud, noisy, irritating neighbors. So, I mean, you know, it's just like if you want to meditate or relax, it seems like that's when it always kind of starts up. And for some of you, again, it could be somebody that you're living with, right? That they're, you know, and it's much harder to put up with if you're in the same house, right? I mean, you don't even have walls or you can't even turn up the TV to block it out sometimes. So, or maybe it's an apartment, right? You got somebody disruptive above you or below you. I really don't feel like this is I'm not feeling for most of you, this is like an intense thing, because I do feel like it's a situation you've been dealing with for a long time. But in May, it may be particularly just, you know, you may have moments where it's just like, you know. So maybe, yeah, have your headphones on hand, your earbuds. Do what you can to block it out. Maybe got some noise canceling, you know, that stuff you can put on the walls, the soundproofing. You know, complain to the landlord if you haven't already, but I do feel like for many of you, this is something that you just like, I have to put up with this until I can actually like move or make the shift or change. For some of you, it could be a job. It's like, you know, you're going to switch, but you're trying to find the right fit somewhere else. And it's just like in May, you may just be like, oh my God, I can't wait to get out of here. In the present energy, so this would be for most of you end of April going into early May. We do have the Six of Pentacles. So this is generosity, particularly financial generosity. This could be an offer coming in. Patience is going to be necessary though. So you could have a big payday or a big offer coming in, but there could be a bit of a delay. Regarding the start date or like this pay. For some of you, maybe it is like this, you know, you're waiting on this insurance payout and it's coming. It's coming. You know, it may not be coming in May, but you're going to get word that yes, it's coming. And you're just like, well, where is it? So yeah, patience may be a little hard to come by. But you are with the blank rune, Pisces, about to walk through a new doorway that's totally going to kind of open things up for you. I do feel like you've started the process, but yeah, it can be frustrating when you feel like something is taking so long. You know, why is this taking forever? I think we were talking about last month getting answers for that, right? So hopefully you were able to work on that. If you didn't watch last month, definitely, I don't care what time it is in May, go back and rewatch April, because I do feel like this is connected. And it may be a little bit better for some of you. For others of you, it could be intensifying. Because remember last month we were talking about, I believe it was you, Pisces, there's something going on that's irritating or frustrating you, but it's happening to motivate you to do something, right? You're supposed to be motivated to make this change on your own. And the only way they can kind of get you to do that is to keep kind of irritating you or making you upset. But I do feel like at this point it's acceptance. It is just, you know, it's really getting on your nerves in May. And your patience is wearing a little bit thin, right? But your needs are going to be met. Is coming to it. You know, whenever we have need, it's like, yes, the big payoff, we may have to be patient a little bit longer, but our needs are being met, you know? So it may be a good month to kind of look around and be like, yes, I want this to change, I want to move out, but it may be time to take stock of what you do have and just kind of maybe change the mindset and be grateful about, well, I do have I have a roof over my head. Yeah, I got a crappy roommate or, but I am going to change that when I can. But at least right now I've got a place to live. Right. I do feel like if you're looking for work, if it's a job you're looking to change, there's an offer coming in. There is a generous payout coming in, a generous offer. It's just a matter of the start date, maybe June, or a little bit further off. Or you have to be patient to kind of get this going. Now the help that's coming in, we have the Two of Swords. This is interesting because Taurus had this same card but in a different position here. Let's see what's coming through with this. You're being very careful about what you're saying in May, Pisces. And around a certain group, around maybe on social media, maybe at work, which would make sense if you kind of have a new position and you're trying to kind of hide that from people. Yeah, I'm seeing you being secretive. It's actually going to help you to be secretive. There's something you don't want people to see because you don't want to be opposed by the group. You don't want gossip to be happening. There's something you just don't want to get involved in. And it could be at work, because whenever we have this rune, it's like the rune of group. So it could be family group, friend group, work group, sibling group. I don't want to share this because for some of you, maybe it's like I'm starting my own business and I don't come from a family that believes in that sort of thing. They think you should get like the regular 9-to-5 job and work yourself to death the same place for 40 years and then be done. So you just don't want to hear it. There's something like you're hiding from people because you just don't want to hear it. For some of you, maybe it's that you are dating or seeing somebody that your family wouldn't approve of, or you're talking to someone again that your family wouldn't approve of. Because maybe this person didn't treat you so good in the past and they just like this person perhaps for a good reason, but and it's not that you're disagreeing, but you just don't want to hear it. It's like, I'm blocking this out. I also feel like for some of you, there may be somebody, particularly a female, trying to manipulate you or trying to kind of, use some sort of manipulation where they're trying to get information out of you or trying to kind of get you to play into something or draw you out, and you're just not having it because this person's game and you're just like, no, not engaging. Maybe it's something posted on social media or meant to kind of draw you out or get you to say something, and you're like, haha, not doing it. And that's a help to you. And keep your secrets. There's something that you are going after. And for some of you, I feel like it's like, I don't want to give this idea away because I don't want anybody to take it, or I don't want anybody to steal it. So maybe this is a creative project, something that you're working on, a work project that you're doing. Or for most of you, again, it's like, I am so excited that I have this new job, or I'm so excited that I started this new business, but I'm not telling anybody here because I don't want them. And maybe it's like this one person knows what you're up to. It's like, see, Pisces has got something going on. So I'm going to try to find out what it is, but you're not going to be giving anything up. You're totally blocking that out. And that's what you're supposed to do. Again, it's a help to you. So yeah, be very guarded with your information, Pisces. Keep your secrets. Keep your secrets. Because I think that's going to help you deal with the energies going on in the month. Nobody needs to know what you're up to. Just you mind your business. is all you need. All you need to say, you know, mind your own business. Now, what must be accepted? Four of Wands in reverse. So this is about home and family. Not necessarily a bad card, though, even in the reverse. I do feel like this is kind of going back to this. It's like, oh, you know, I can't move. I'm going to. There's the promise of it. I'm going to. But I just don't have the money yet. I just can't do it yet. So I'm just going to have to put up with this until I'm able to. Maybe you had planned, for some reason, maybe you had it in your mind that, you know, in spring of 2019, I'm going to move. And, you know, you're realizing here in May, Pisces, that you're not going to quite be able to do it. Doesn't mean you're never going to be able to do it, or that you can't, even that you won't be able to do it this year. But yeah, it does seem like for whatever reason, you're being smart about it. Like maybe you're like, I have to improve my credit, or I have to, you know, really, you know, save more for a down payment because I want to buy a house. I don't want to just move into another apartment. I want to upgrade. But yeah, this could also be somebody in the family disappointing you. For some of you, maybe this is this female, feminine energy who's, yeah, trying to like be in your business. It can be harder to keep secrets when you're living with somebody, right? For some of you, maybe this secret is another relationship, or that you're talking to someone else. You know, because again, I feel like some of you may be trapped in a relationship and it's like, I can't break up with this person yet because I don't have them. Maybe it's a financial concern, and that's what this is. It's like, I'm so disappointed that I can't move yet, or that I can't kind of, yeah, upgrade my life here. But again, I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles here, it does look like if money is the issue, June, because we've got the six, could be a totally different story. And that could be when we're turning this corner here, Pisces, and things are totally taking off for you. Because really you're March, April, and then this reading, I'm feeling you like I'm swimming. And I just want to get out of this water. I just want to move on, and I want to, you know, I want a different job. I want a different house. I want a different mate. I want to get out of this situation that's, I feel like, has been blocking me. Now, others of you also may find out that someone else has been blocking you from something, and then you're able to do something about it. But again, you're going to do something in secret. That just came in for the help to you. Maybe at work, someone's been feeding, gossiping, or giving the boss negative information about you, or untrue information. You're finding out about it, but it's like you're going to keep it from this person. And this would be one of those fake people who act like your best friend. But the hint with these people is that they're always, when they're talking to you, talking about other people. So you know when they're not talking to you, they're talking about you with, you know, they're doing the same thing to you. So yeah, this is that kind of energy. And you could find out that this person has been spreading some gossip or trying to block you in some way. Maybe block you from a partner you're interested in, block you from a position you're interested in, block you from projects that you're interested in. And you're going to use this information, though, very smartly, Pisces. At least that's your advice, is to kind of keep it to yourself and not pretend you know, not let on you know until you're ready to do something about it, or until you kind of figured out the plan. Because it does seem like this information is going to kind of open things up for you. Whatever you find out, the information you do get is going to kind of lead to a victory for you, or lead you to your goal. Others of you, this is going on within the family. Again, it's like somebody is being kind of, their lies, their manipulations are coming out to someone else. And you are excited about this because you kind of, maybe it's an in-law and you're like, I want them out of the family, or I want them to be, I want this person, my brother or whoever, to break up with this person, or my friend, and you're like, but I I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to wait and see how this kind of plays out. And that is your best strategy. So this can also be stuff with family, not just, you know, maybe you live on your own and everything's fine around your house. But yeah, there's been some disappointment within the family relationships. And you're hoping for that to change. And unfortunately, it may not change in May, but perhaps June is the start of that here. So there also may be something that may break around the house that you have to have fixed here, Pisces, whenever this comes up. Or if you have a home business, it could be you know, a disappointing month when it comes to income or business. As the weather warms up here in the Northern Hemisphere, people, you know, they're outside doing things. So, I mean, if you have a business where, you know, it relies on people kind of shopping, even if it's shopping online, you may find that it's a little bit slower as the weather starts to warm up. So that could be what's going on for you, for those of you in May that maybe you freelance or you're starting your own business. For others of you, maybe it's like, I want to start this home business, but I'm not going to be able to do it in May because I got to wait for this startup income, or I've got to wait for, to get this other day job so that I can afford to invest in this. So there may be a bit of a delay again, because maybe you had it set in your mind, I'm going to start this in May, and you're going to have to put it off maybe a little bit longer until June. Those of you that are wanting a loan, maybe you are looking for a business loan, a loan to buy a car. Maybe this was a car that died and you have to let it go. Yeah, there may be a bit of a delay, or you may have to go to a couple of different places before you can get approved. Or you may have to ask a relative, hey, could you loan me the dough for this? I really need a new car, and I'll, put me on a payment plan. I'll pay you back. So yeah, you just have to be patient and keep trying. Don't give up if you're trying to get a loan, or if you're saving here at Pisces for something. The outcome is the Death card in reverse. And here it is in the upright. So yeah, this could be, again, just we're waiting for change. There's a big change we want to make. There's a big change that we're wanting to happen. And in May, it's just like, it's still like, not happening. Now, the thing with both of these cards is that they can mean like we're resisting a change. We're resisting letting something go, or we are, and our resistance of letting something go is what is not allowing the change to come in. So again, if you rewatch April and you haven't figured out what this thing is that you are supposed to be letting go of, giving up, I encourage you again to rewatch that video and figure out what that is, because until you know what it is, you can't do anything about it, right? There's progress being made though, in May. I just feel like maybe for a lot of you, and some of you may have already figured it out in April. This reading would be more for those of you who haven't, because obviously the ones who have figured it out are turning this corner already. But again, I'm talking to so many people. So some of you are still kind of like, we're still in the trying to figure it out phase. What are we resisting? What are we not wanting to let go of? Is it an idea? Is it a home business that's not working? Is it a creative project that's just not coming together? Is it a stance, an argument, a family disagreement? That I'm not willing to compromise on. And even if you are willing to compromise, Pisces, perhaps the other person isn't willing to compromise. Perhaps they're not willing to kind of talk things out, or maybe they're not at the place where they feel like they're ready to talk about an argument or disagreement that occurred. And you can only control you, right? You can't. So with this, it could be external for some of you. It could be somebody else who's not letting something go. Maybe they really took offense to something you said or posted or whatever. And you're maybe the one making steps to like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. You're the one making steps to apologize or make amends, and they're just not at the place where they're ready yet. Perhaps they will be. Maybe they just need more time. Maybe June will be the time of when they're feeling a little bit more generous or open-hearted about that, Pisces. But meet me over on Vimeo. As I said, I'm going to shuffle the Witchlings deck. I want to see what further messages and information we can get about this for those of you who need it. And we usually do get a lot more messages over there about this because it's a smaller group. So you'll probably find those more specific. So definitely, click that link below to Vimeo for your spiritual guidance. We'll take a look. Thanks for stopping by, Pisces, and I'll see you back here next month.